Okay, we all know that video is the #1 way to reach your ideal client online. And you've heard from me many times about the importance of being on camera. And so I wanted to come back and just share with you some tips that you can implement today when it comes to showing up more confident on camera. I know it's a scary thing, and for most people it's kind of foreign. You're not used to talking in front of some inanimate object. So I want to share with you a few points that I think if you implement and really think about, your messaging will come across so much more authentic. And when you make someone feel something on the other side of a camera lens, things will start to explode within your business. So the first thing I want to just remind you that anything we do for the first or second time is uncomfortable. Remember that first workout you did and you were in so much pain, right? Or the first time maybe you got on a pair of skis and you trampled down the hill, right? Instead of actually you could tell I'm not a skier, gliding down the hill. Video is the same thing. The more you do it, the better you get. I often tell people my story that, for 2 years, I was in the room the size of a shoebox shooting videos for a company where 8 hours every other week I was on camera reading prompter. Oh my gosh, it used to take me so long to shoot 8 episodes. And by the end, or within a few months, I was shooting them in hours, just a couple hours. So the more you do anything, the better you get. Video is all about consistency. Your message is all about consistency. So the more you do it, there's 2 great things that will happen. Number 1, you're gonna feel a lot more comfortable. And number 2, people are gonna look forward to seeing you. So it is a win-win situation. So practice, practice, practice. Don't look at everyone else and look at how great they are and start comparing yourself. Okay, so that's actually tip number 2 is will you please stop comparing yourself. Don't compare yourself to me, to someone else that you look up to, because we're all on our own journey. We've all have different skill levels and things that we're great at. And I've been on camera since I was a little girl. And I still have those words in my head and little voices that say, oh my gosh, you sound like that, you look like that, And so it is human to want to judge yourself. It's human to want to compare yourself. But you are uncomparable. You are one of a kind. So stop looking and trying to be what you feel you need to be, but truly be your most authentic self. Authenticity. It's a buzzword. We hear it a lot, and yet so many of us really wrap ourselves in a blanket of authenticity. What does that mean? It means you know who you are, what you stand for, you know your message, you know who you're talking to. And the only way you're going to be super confident on camera is loving all of it. Loving the things you don't like, loving the things you do, and being really confident in the results that you give someone. Confidence comes from clarity. Confidence comes from commitment. Confidence comes from getting other people results, right? So really look at who am I? And yes, you are the bomb. So embrace it, the good, bad, and other, because we all have that self-inner critic, and we just have to learn to quiet that noise. Now, I'm going to give you a little shopping list of things to think about before you press record, okay? The first one is, who are you talking to? I often hear people say, pretend you're talking to your best friend. And that's great. But quite frankly, my message might not resonate with my best friend. It might not be something that I would share with him or her. So I would say the most important thing before you press record is understanding that one person you're trying to reach. I often say when you're trying to reach everyone, you reach no one. And when you're trying to talk to that one person, you reach many. Oh my gosh, that is so juicy. You got to write that down, okay? Don't press record and go into this mindset that I'm reaching millions, because you're probably not. And at any time, there's only 2 eyeballs watching a video. So talk directly to that one person. Know where they're at, what they need, why you, and the result you want them to take from watching your video. That was the shopping list, okay? So you need to know who they are, why you, what they want, and the result from watching your video. When you understand that, the minute you press record, you're gonna sound more confident and clear because you know who you're talking to, instead of just talking to the Muppets. Don't talk to Muppets, okay? Talk to one person. One will reach many, okay? And then I mentioned this from the beginning, is that it's all about practice and not being afraid to be silly and being your most true, authentic self. The biggest compliment I get from people is, Keri, how you are on camera is the same way I see you in person. It's the same way when you speak. And that's taken some practice. I used to be really hosty and cheesy on camera. So we all have our different things we go through. And just remember who you are and why you're using this platform. And the more you use it, the easier it will get, I promise. So of course, I would love to hear from you. I want to know, what is your biggest fear right now when it comes to putting yourself out there? And if you are using video right now, I'd love to know how often you are using it. So please post your comments, and if you are inspired by this video, please share it with someone you care about. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember to keep dreaming it, living it, and being it. Until next time.